So Katie and Audrey, this is another early morning message. It's about 3:30 in the morning, but I've had these ideas and I'd like to share them with you. So I title this message Authority, I guess. It comes to my mind that the more authority that we give to our churches and even to the people in them, to the people who lead them, perhaps like pastors and teachers, probably the less authority we give Christ. And I think one of the reasons why we do that is because in our heart of hearts, we've rejected God. I think much like the Israelites did, when they raised up Saul as their king, and the Lord came to Samuel and said, they haven't really rejected you. What they've done is rejected me. Because you see, the Israelites wanted their king on their timetable. They weren't really willing to wait for what God would have for them. And I dare say that it is the same due to the fact that human nature never changes. Today, some, 2,000-3,000 years later, we want things on our timetable. And so we raise up people and institutions to give those things to us on our timetable. And then due to our corruption and the fact that we really have rejected God, though we won't say it that way, we begin to ascribe authority, which is the title of this message, obviously, to the religious leaders and the institutions that they head that they really should not have. And it comes to mind too, just hear me out on this, I think that they are directly connected somehow, that the more we do this, the more our salvation at the same time depends more and more on us. In other words, the more we ascribe authority to our churches and the people in them, the less we give ourselves over to Christ, and the more our salvation becomes about our own works. Isn't that funny? Rather than Christ's works. And then I think we even get into this erroneous doctrine of crowns, which is basically, I have achieved my perfection and my salvation. Now I'm just working on the crowns. Now I'm just working on the rewards that I'm going to get in heaven. And though Paul does talk about all of that, I think that we take it out of context, because I think that the rewards that we will receive in heaven we can't really understand from a human point of view. And I guess my whole bit of thinking on this issue is, let the crowns worry about themselves. You worry about submitting yourself to Jesus Christ. Work on knowing Jesus Christ and Him crucified, as Paul said. And I think you're going to be okay, all right? Make the Word of God, that is the Bible, and Jesus Christ your authority. Not the institution that represents Him, not the people within those institutions, and certainly not me. God bless you both.